Hello everyone, welcome back. This is your science teacher. My name is Kunal Chapikar. Well, from the slide itself, you can understand we are going to begin with a very new topic of science, which is solid, liquid, and gas. Before we proceed, I would request you all to complete your worksheets, which were shared earlier, and reply to me on my personal chat. Right? So I will correct the answers and share with you as soon as possible. Beginning with our today's topic, very interesting one, right? The topic itself is solid, liquid, and gas. What I will do over here is, while I'm talking to you, in order to ensure that you are able to read the slide along with me, I will zoom the slide. So now we can see it very clearly. Solid, liquid, gas is the name of the topic. And there is a picture over here which shows the molecules present in the solid, liquid, and gas. I'll zoom it a little bit. You can see these are the molecules in solid, these are the liquid molecules, and these are the gas. So the molecules are present in this solid, liquid, and gas. We are going to find more information on it. Before that, can you name few solid materials or items around you right now? Think about it. Look around. What are you holding right now? While you're watching this video, you must have used a source to see this video. So you must be holding a mobile phone, a laptop, or a tablet. Apart from this, you will see doors, windows, books, boxes, tumblers, water bottles, pens, CDs, many other things around. All of these things are called materials. So materials are differentiated into solid, liquid, and gas. Let's understand first, before we proceed to the nitty-gritty of the solid, liquid, and gas, let's understand what are the end results. What are we going to learn in this topic? We are going to understand and define a matter. What is a matter? And what is it made up of? Question mark, right? We are going to answer this. We are also going to learn different states of matter. What are the different states of matter? The lesson name itself is solid, liquid, and gas. So you must have guessed it right. Three states of matter are solid, liquid, and gas. We're going to learn their properties also in detail and the difference between three. Understand what is a solute, last point, solvent, and a solution. So we are going to learn what is solute, solvent, and a solution based on few experiments at the end. Right? So let's begin. What is this slide all about? There are few materials in it. Can we all see it? Can we guess what are these all items? You must have guessed it right. There is a football, there's a dining table and chairs, cricket helmet and a cricket bat, teddy bear and a balloon. So now why am I showing you all of these things? Just to make sure that whatever we see, hold, feel and touch are called materials around us. Whatever, including a machine, your bicycle, your phone, whatever you can touch or feel, what are these things called? They are called materials. We are moving to the next slide. So we are going to talk about matter. Now that we know that everything that we touch, feel is a material. So what is a matter? We have already discussed, we see different materials around. All materials is made up of molecules. So in the start, I showed you a slide and I showed you the molecules. We are talking about these molecules. For example, mobile phone in your hand. Can you see the molecules present inside the phone? But it is a solid item, so it is a matter. It is a material. But can we see the molecules with our naked eyes? No, we cannot. But the topic is all about to understand that yes, molecules are present in all the three states of matter. Let it be solid, let it be liquid, or let it be gas. So all materials is made up of tiny substance called molecules, and the definition of molecules is molecules are smallest substance in matter that can exist independently. We cannot touch the molecules, but molecules are so rigid and solid, for example, that we can feel the solid substance, we can feel the liquid, but we may not feel the gases around until it has occupied a certain shape or a volume. Okay, let us see more about the three different states of matter. Okay, before that, what is a matter? So in simple language, anything that occupies space and has weight is called as a matter. And matter is made up of materials. Materials has molecules in it, and molecules definition is molecules are smallest substances in matter that can exist independently. So I hope we are clear till here. Until now we have started with the introduction of solid, liquid and gas. We have seen what are different materials around that we can see, feel and touch. All of these materials are made up of molecules. We have defined matter, we have defined molecules. We're going to start with the three states of matter. Matter exists in only three different states. They are solid, liquid and gas. That we know that there are three states of matter. We are going to check them individually. So let's start with the first state of matter. The first state of matter is a solid. Let's see this picture. What is this photo all about? The photo shows that solid and the molecules present in the solid. So solid is a material and we already know molecules are present in it. Now if we see solid, any material that is hard to touch, we can feel it, right? Means there are molecules which are present in any material is fixed because it's hard. So it is a solid. Solid have a fixed shape and a definite volume. Solids can be held. Why? Because the molecules are fixed to each other, tightly packed, and they do not move. They cannot move around. Right? So let's check the first pointer over here. Solids have fixed shape and a fixed volume. Solid can be held because it offers rigidity. The molecules are closely packed, so solids can be held. Molecules are tightly packed, as already discussed, and they cannot move around. Right? The phone that we are holding right now, Android phone holding or a pencil holding right now, can you see that the molecules are moving all about freely? Does your pencil move automatically until you apply some kind of force or you throw it? No, because the molecules are very closely packed. But you apply any kind of strong force. For example, you take a pencil and you try to break it by applying tension in the center of the pencil. What will happen? Solids can change shape when applied force. It will break. Pencil will end up breaking. Perfect example on this slide is given as a rubber ball. Rubber ball, while playing cricket, if you press it hard, for a time being it changes its shape, but it comes back to original one. That means when applied force on few solids, it may change shape. But that does not change the fact that solids have a fixed shape and a fixed volume. Right? Since we now know solid, we'll move to liquid. Liquids. Let's see this photo over here. A glass full of water. You must be having juices in a glass. You drink water in water bottles or from a glass. Or daily we require milk. Right? So all of this, can you directly hold them and start eating them? You cannot eat liquid because it flows. It is not hard. Okay? So what we have to understand over here is that liquids, they do not have a fixed shape, but has a definite volume. So what is the reason that solid has a fixed shape and liquids do not have? Liquids have a fixed volume like the solid, but they do not have a fixed shape. Now they do not have fixed shape because the molecules, unlike the solid ones, liquid molecules are loosely packed. I'll go back to the original photo over here. If you see the liquid, the molecules inside this liquid, do you see? It is moving. It flows. They are not closely packed like solid ones. And that's the only reason that liquid do not have a fixed shape, but it has a definite volumes. Molecules are loosely packed. That's the major important point over here. It flows. The molecules flows and take the shape of a container. So that's the reason it takes the shape of the container and it gets a fixed volume depending on the container. Example, we drink milk in a glass, but the glass has certain volume in it. We fill in the milk, but can we just overflow and then drink milk? It's not possible because the milk will spill. So you can have milk in a glass and it has a volume, and that's the reason it defines that liquids do not have a fixed shape but has a definite volume, but it takes the shape of the container and it flows easily. That was liquid. Now we move to gases. We all know air is a mixture of gases and we can see. We can see? Can we? No, definitely not. Apart from smoke, like we lit a agarbatti. So we can see smoke around. But can you hold that smoke? So gases, we can't hold. We can't feel them. At times we might see it, but majority of the gases like oxygen you're breathing right now, can you see that gas? Can you see carbon dioxide that you release? Okay. We can't see gases. We can't feel them. Okay. Why is that? We see a air balloon over here. Okay. Now this balloon has helium gas in it. That's the reason the pressure increases upwards and starts moving. It's called a hot air balloon. Right? So we cannot hold gas on one hand. We cannot hold them on any hands, right? So we cannot hold gases in a hand, unlike liquid, unlike solid. Molecules, the reason being the molecules in gas are extremely loosely packed. Let's see the photo over here. The photo over here shows clearly the gas container over here. If you see the molecules, they're far away from each other. That's the reason they do not give a fixed shape. They do not get a fixed volume. It flows very easily. Okay. That makes very difficult to hold gas. We cannot hold it. Molecules are extremely loosely packed and they can flow easily than liquid. Isn't this an interesting topic? Because whatever we can't see also we are going to describe them. That makes it very interesting, right? Now they do not have a fixed shape and neither have a fixed volume. For example, I would like to share. When air is filled into a balloon, it takes up all the space inside the balloon. Am I right? We can pump more and more air into the football. Am I right? Because of the pressure, the football gets a shape. It means more air can be filled into the space that we confine the gas into. The smell of a perfume. Whenever somebody applies a perfume, why do you get that smell? Why do you get that aroma? Because it's a gas and it quickly moves from one corner of the room to the other. Why? Because the molecules in gas are very loosely packed and they tend to flow easily. Right? That proves about gases that don't have a fixed shape or a fixed volume. What are we going to do? We are just going to recap what is a matter, define them. Matter, anything that occupies space and has weight is a matter. What are molecules? Molecules are tiny particles that makes up matter. And volume, the space occupied by a solid, liquid or gas is called the volume. We're just going to have a quick recap. What have we learned today? We have learned all materials are made up of molecules. Solid, liquid and gases are the three states of matter that we have already learned. Solids have a fixed shape and a fixed volume. Liquids have a fixed shape but they do not have a fixed... Let me correct it. Liquids do not have a fixed shape but have a fixed volume. Gases don't have fixed shape, neither a fixed volume. I have already explained you the reasons depending on the molecule's rigidity over here. This was all about today. We have learned about solid, liquid and their properties, individual properties in this today's video. We'll continue solid, liquid and gas in the next video. This was video 5. We are going to come up with video 6. Until then, at least check this video 2 times and help learning yourself online in this difficult scenario that we're going through. Let us all be together in this difficult situation via RKC online classes. I am Kunal Chapekar and I thank you all for watching this video. I will be soon sharing worksheets and also be waiting for your reply. Thanking you for watching this video once again. Bye-bye.